Welcome to your class. I'm Noelle and this is Noelle Roberts Studio, and today I have a class for you that is all about Pilates and posture. There's so many benefits to prioritizing your posture and making sure that your back and your spine stay healthy for years to come. Everything from breathing well to managing anxiety and depression can all be very interwoven with this thing called posture. And in this class, we're going to focus a lot on moving our spines in so many different planes of motion. So we want to see twisting, flexing, extension, and just overall really highlighting some of those postural muscles along the back chain of our musculature. So if you are ready to go, you don't need anything for this. We're gonna go ahead and get on our mats and get working. Let's go ahead and start off. I want you to go ahead and take a seat, sitting up tall, right up on your sit bones. So I want you to feel those bones right underneath you. I want you to go ahead and hold on behind your thighs. And then from here, I want you to just take an inhale and use your arms, use the strength of your arms to pull your body up. Feel your chest lifting through the shoulders, right? So the shoulders are peeling back. The chest is shining forward. Your knees are parallel as if they're magnetized to each other. And we're just sitting here for a moment, taking a deep inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And right here, I want you to focus on that lateral style of breath where we're expanding side to side like an accordion, trying to maintain a lifted or a firm center here. And exhale. One more deep breath like this, and then we're gonna flow. And then on the next one, I want you just to inhale, tuck your tailbone. That initiates your rock back. The rest of the posture stays the same. So we're rounding, segmenting through our body. And then exhale, lift to come up tall. Inhale, we float back, tucking the pelvis under. Exhale, up tall. Inhale. And exhale. Really thinking about moving your spine one little bone at a time to build and roll back. And exhale. Nice and lifted. Rock it back. And two more. I want you to start thinking about those abdominals doing a lot of work here as we roll back and also as we're coming forward. But a lot of your spinal muscles are working here as well to extend your spine, to lift it up and come up tall. One more like this. And exhale. Up nice and tall. Float your arms out. We're going to inhale, rock ourselves back just like we were a moment ago. On this one though, we exhale, come up tall and press the arms so they're pressing back by our ears, lifting the chest up. Inhale, we rock back. Exhale, up tall. Inhale. Taller, taller, taller. Really lifting through the crown of your head, feeling that length. Two more. You may feel your hip flexors a little bit. That's normal. We want strong, healthy hip flexors. On this one, I want you to rock back and pause here. Draw the abs in. Bring your fists together. So you're making two fists and pressing them into each other. From there, I want you to exhale, rotate towards me without moving your lower half of your body. Inhale, find center. Exhale, we rotate. So we're going into a spinal twist here. Getting those obliques to fire. I can feel mine. I hope you can feel yours. Exhale, rotate. Everything else though, hips stay still. No moving here through the pelvis. You'll notice your pelvis is moving if your knees, one is jutting further forward than the other. Last set. Here we go. And sit all the way up tall. Press your legs out straight in front of you. Open about hip distance apart here. Feel free to keep a soft bend in your knee if your hamstrings feel a little tight. Totally fine. From here, we're going into our spine stretch forward. You're gonna press out lots of energy through your heels. Legs are long as they can be. We're sitting right up on our pelvis, so there's no tucked bottom. I want you right up on top of those sit bones. Reach the arms out in front of you. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, draw your chin to your chest. This little nod initiates our movement. From there, we begin to roll down segmentally, one bone at a time as we exhale. And imagine there's a hand or an arm around our waist, pulling us back as we reach and flex towards the feet. Inhale, rebuild the spine. So this is very different than just how far can you reach, right? This is about flexing the spine and getting a lot of that beautiful movement through the upper back and the mid back and the low back. Exhale, here we go. Chin to chest initiates. Strength through the legs. Belly is in and up. It's as if you're rolling up and over a beach ball on your lap. Inhale, rebuild, nice and tall. Exhale. All the air out. Inhale, fill it all the way back up. One more. Push out through those heels. Length through the arms, length through the spine, even in that flexion. Inhale, rebuild, and then bring the legs together. Stay tall. It can be a lot of work just to stay tall. So I want you to avoid slouching. We're sitting right up on top of that sit bones, on top of the sit bones. Flex the feet, open the arms, take an inhale. On your exhale, I want you to rotate towards me. We're gonna pulse 3 times. So we go 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the opposite direction. Center. It's 1, 2, 3. Center. Center. Now I want you to feel this happening from the trunk of your body. You are not twisting and yanking from your shoulders. It's very much an internal rotation. With every twist, we get a little bit taller. We lift as we twist. One more set. Center. 1, 2, 3. Find center and lower those arms down. All right, so I want you to come on over to your hands and your knees. From here, we're coming into a 4-point kneeling position. So palms are directly underneath the shoulders, knees are directly underneath the hips, and we're very much engaged through our center. So we're really pulling and drawing everything in and up, but also thinking about that length. So I'm reaching through the crown of my head towards the wall in front of me, but my tailbone is reaching out for the wall behind me. It's as if my spine is one of those bendy straws, and I'm trying to elongate that spine as much as I can to get as much space between every disc as possible. From here, all I want you to do is exhale, go into our cat-cow. We round through the upper spine, tucking the tail, tucking the head. Inhale, come through your neutral, and then draw the chin and the chest up towards the sky. Tailbone lifts as well. Again, feeling the sensation that you're pulling your chest through the shoulders here. Exhale, push away from the mat, scoop the belly in, and inhale. Lengthening everything out. Exhale. Last one. And inhale. Finding that length through the spine, lifting the tail, drawing the chest forward, and then come to your neutral position. Now from here, I want you just to float your right arm. So right arm goes up by the ear and we hold it for 5, 4, breathe. Try not to shift your body weight. 2, 1, lower it down. Other side, we go up. Long arm. We have not shifted our body weight. We're holding through center. Abdominals are helping us. And lower it down. Again, this time I want you to reach out, pause here, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Before you lower it down, give me 5 pulses. The arm goes up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Other side, exhale, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. We're adding on. Extend your left leg out on the mat. Find it and square your hips to the mat. So there's no opening here happening or rotation happening. As you exhale, I want you to float that left leg long. Feel the tendency to want to drop all your weight to the right. I want you to imagine from your shoulder, opposite shoulder to opposite hip, it's as if there's a seat belt going across you and it's cinching you in towards the center. Squeeze through that left glute to hold the leg long and strong. And then from there, exhale, lengthen the spine, float that right arm and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, stay here, give me pulses, arm and leg. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the mat, arm and leg. Exhale, let them lift. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, feel that length. Tap. 2 to go. 1 more. Pause and hold. I want you to exhale, float the arm and leg off to the side, bring it back to center. So we open the arm and the leg off to the side and then find center. You've got 3 left. Ooh, wobbly on that one. Last 2. Finding center, 1 more. Draw in through the belly and lower it down. Well done. We're headed to the other side. Extend your right leg long. Regroup. Push away from that mat. Draw the belly in. So we're looking for support here. We get that support from this opposite hip to opposite shoulder, cinching in across the body like a seat belt. Find that length in your spine. Float the right leg. Extend long through that right leg. Find everything balancing here, not pitching off to the opposite side. Squeeze through that right glute. Float the left arm. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse them. 5, 4, 3. Abs are firm through the center. 1. Slowly tap the mat with both arm and leg. Exhale, float it back up. Inhale, holding that center as stable as possible as the limbs are moving freely. 2 to go. It's a lot of work, a lot more than it looks. Exhale, and lower it down. Well done. From here, I want you just to take wide knees as if you're going into a child's pose, and you're gonna sit back to where your hips are just hovering over your heels. And then from there, I want you to take an inhale, tap your fingertips to the mat, and find length through your back. So really long. We're not overarching through our low back. We want to draw the abs in and feel our tailbone pointing straight down to the ground, not tipping up to the wall in front of us. From there, exhale, I want you to reach the arms out in front of you, thumbs are facing your ceiling, and you're going to alternate. One arm goes up by the ear, the other goes down past the hip, and switch. Switch. Really trying to keep the ribs pulled in tight. We've got an added challenge of stabilization for the legs. We've got 4, 3, 2, shoulders down away from the ears. 1. Pausing here, take those hands down and pinkies are pointing towards that wall behind you. Press the arms back. 7, 6, keep the chest and collarbone wide open. 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to micro bend at your elbow. Exhale, press and reach through it. Micro bend, micro bend. Shoulders down, keep that chest open, collarbone wide. Last 4, and 3. You've got this. And 2. 1 more. Sweep the arms out in front of you, turn the palms down towards your mat. Shoulders are still down, chest is still open. Press those arms up by your ears, and I want you to go into swimming right here. We inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep this part of your body as stable as possible. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. 2 sets. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last set. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Take your hands down to the mat. Round through your spine. Take an inhale. And exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Okay, so we are gonna go into a star push-up. And this is a little bit of a combination movement here. On the bottom half of this movement, you're going to be on your belly. Abs are still very much working hard here, pulling in and away from your mat. Shoulders are where they're supposed to be, away from our ears. Legs are about hip distance apart. Arms are about a little bit wider than shoulder distance, about the width of our mat. As we exhale, we lift arms, chest, head, legs, everything coming up into a nice big X position. Then take your hands underneath you, tuck your toes, exhale, push away from the mat. Inhale, lower it all the way down, extend everything long. Tuck the toes, exhale, up and away from the mat. Lower it down with control, reach it out. Nice big X here, lengthening through the body. Exhale to push away. And slowly lower it to the mat. Last one here. Take those hands, tuck the toes, exhale, push away, pause here. Press the hips up toward the sky. Anchor the heels down into your mat. Push your spine back and away. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, keep that belly drawing in. Now take an inhale and I want you to releve. That means come up onto your tippy toes. So we're way up here on our tippy toes. We're gonna go into some inverted push-ups. We inhale, bend the elbow, exhale, push away. Inhale, exhale. So it's like we're gonna tip our head into the mat and then press away. Keep that belly pulling up. We've got 6, 5, strong through the lats, strong through the upper back. 3, 2, 1 more. Bend the knees and press yourself back to a well-deserved child's pose stretch. Take a couple deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And slowly rebuild that spine all the way up, one bone at a time. From here, I want you just to sit comfortably. For me, that's gonna be crisscross. You choose what works best for you. And I want you to take an inhale, lengthening those arms up. Take them behind your head. And as you exhale, extend the spine as if you're sitting back in a chair, just sunning yourself. Inhale, become tall. Exhale, chin rolls to chest. We're gonna dive down towards our knees. We're gonna inhale, lengthen out into a flat back, coming all the way back up to that start position. Exhale, curling down. I'm not yanking on the back of my head. Inhale. I'm actually pushing my head into my hands the whole time to get a little bit more from this movement. And exhale. Rolling down, rounding, 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 rounding. And then inhale, lengthening out. Getting into that long, flat back, pushing my head up into my hands. Up, 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 lift the chest. One more, exhale. Curling, curling, curling. And inhale, find that length. Feel that spine just kind of open up. Press into those hands, lift your chest. And coming back to neutral. Lower the arms down, shake it all in. Take a nice deep inhale, reaching up. Exhale it out. One more time, inhale. And exhaling it out. And you guys are done. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. I hope you'll come back to it over and over again, and I will see you back here really soon. Thanks so much for taking this class with me, and I really want to congratulate you on taking the time to prioritize your health. With there being so much demand on us and our to-do list being really long, it can actually be easy to just simply let our health slide off the list altogether. As a widowed mom, I get just how precious your time actually is. And that's why I created Noelle Roberts Studio, because we can't carry it all. But what if we could outsource this piece of the puzzle to someone else? Wouldn't it be great to show up each day to classes that are curated to help you build strength, resilience, and keep your body strong for years to come? And what about getting personal guidance along your journey rather than talking to just another chatbot. Inside NRS, I'll show you how prioritizing your health can be simple. And not only that, but sustainable. Because after all, we want to feel vibrant and healthy for our whole lives, not just being able to fit into the next pair of jeans. So if you're ready to break those start-stop patterns in your health and see just how simple and sustainable your fitness can actually be, I want to invite you to join me inside NRS. I've included the link below so you can get all the details and get started today. I can't wait to see you inside the studio and on your mat very soon.